So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the guinea pigs. Now I thought before I actually introduce you I would do a little question and answer video, and I did ask a few people to ask me questions if they had anything about the guinea pigs. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today, and then I will kind of give you like a little description of what they're like and everything. This is just kind of a get to know them question and answer video kind of thing, and anything else that I think that a lot of you might want to know. So I'm going to start off by the questions that a few people have asked, and then I'll go on to a little bit more of the, you might see them pop their heads out a little bit here and there, but they're still quite shy of the camera, especially for the tripod. They've never seen the tripod of yet, so they were a little bit skittish of it at first, but yeah, hopefully they might come in and out. I'm sure I can see Archie's head. Yeah, little Archie's there if you can see him, just on there. So I'm gonna get on to the questions that was asked. But before I start, there was another question that a lady asked called Amelia on my Facebook page. She asked about how I came to foster them, which I will do a whole video of that later on, but for now I just want you to get to know them, and then in the next video you'll possibly hear the whole story of how I came to adopt them, because I originally fostered them. So yeah, right, I'm just going to get started. So a lot of people have been asking how old they are. Unfortunately I don't know their proper age, but I know that Archie is a lot older than Percy. So I think Archie is about a year at the most. I don't think he's any older than that. But Percy, he's still quite a baby, so I think he's about 6-7 months old, because he is quite tiny. He has grown a lot now, but he was tiny when we first bought him. So yeah, I think they're around about that age. If anyone can tell me how to actually tell how old they are, then obviously let me know, and I'll definitely try and work out how old they are. But I don't think that they're older than that. I think they are still both quite young. The next question that a lot of people asked was, what sex are they? They are both boys. I don't know if I've already told you that when I got them, but yeah, they are both boys. Another question that someone also asked was, I know I've been getting quite a lot of not so much nasty comments, just like negative kind of thing about their setup. I do realise that their cage isn't the best setup, but with it starting to become spring, I am hoping in summertime to get them a CNC cage, and I was looking on a website for CNC cages, because I don't want a big massive one, because I have a big room, but I have a lot of cages, so I've got to kind of think of the space, if I will be able to get a cage in or not. And I was looking at this website that a lady, or I think it's a lady, I could be wrong, it might be a man, but he or she makes CNC cages, and I found her website when I was searching for designs and that, like all the different things that you can get for them, and I came across her website, and she actually does them, and I found the perfect one that I think might actually fit in my room when I actually change it around in the summer, because I will need the guinea pigs out of the room, so they will be in their run in the garden in the summer. So it'll be a lot easier for me to then work with my boyfriend to move my room around so that I can fit the CNC cage in. And I will link the website down below for anyone that wants to check it out. Her website is CNC Guinea Pig Cage. And the one that I've actually gone for is, this is one I will actually insert the picture of it, is a 2x4 grid, and it costs £57 basically, and I think that's actually quite good. And the dimensions is 149 centimetres times by 77 centimetres, and she says that that size that I'm going to be getting is suitable for 2 to 3 guinea pigs, so I think that would be a reasonable size, and I think I will be able to fit that into my room, because I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why don't you just stick them outside? I don't want to stick them outside because we don't trust our next door neighbour's kids, and that's the reason why we're not having them outside. I would prefer them to be inside where I know that they're safe and they're not going to be getting tortured by either our next door neighbour's cats or the kids. So I would rather them be inside, and I think they prefer being in here because I think it's a good way of me to be able to socialise with them and everything else. So yeah, I will be upgrading their cage eventually, but for now I think they're okay. I know it's not the best setup, but with spring coming I've kind of got them at the right time because spring's coming up, so it means that when it starts to get a lot warmer they will be outside most of the time, so they will be stretching their legs. They do get a little bit of a run around here and there on my bed because I don't trust them yet on my floor, but yeah. The other question that a few people have asked on previous videos and stuff was, do I know their background? I don't know much about their background apart from that when the lady brought them here when I originally fostered them, she did say that they were very timid because they came from a bad experience rescue. She didn't really go into much detail, but she said that they had to rescue them from somewhere that was having a bad experience or something, and she said that for the while that it might take a lot of time for them to like shine up because obviously they haven't had a very good start in life. So that kind of broke my heart really, knowing that they haven't had a very good relationship with humans in the past, and you could just tell when I first set up the cage, and they were just so frightened, like it was just horrible to see, you know, thinking that they thought that the way they were going on, they thought that I was going to harm them. So I'm kind of glad that she didn't go into too much detail because it was just hard enough hearing that they've had a bad experience. But they are such lovely little boys now that they've known that I'm not going to hurt them, and they trust me a lot more. Percy, which was the most skittish one, he practically comes up to me all the time and he's always talking, and I think that they know that I'm not going to hurt them, and then I think they do know that they're in a good home, and I think during the time that I've had them they grew to me a lot quicker. So yeah, it was just really sad to know that they haven't had a very good start in life, but now that they're with me I hope I can give them a very good and excitable life. Now I'm actually going to go and move on to Amelia's questions because she's asked a few, and then I'll go on to any more obvious questions that a lot of you might be thinking. Feel free to ask any questions that I haven't answered already, and I could possibly maybe answer them in the comments, or I could maybe just do a follow-up question and answer video of them later in the year. So if you do want to ask a question that I haven't already answered, feel free to ask them. I'm more than happy to answer. And so her questions was, like I said, she wanted to know how I came to foster them originally, and then she wanted to know like a whole video of their story, which I will be doing, as there is a lot of things I want to talk about how their process is, how I came to foster them, how I then wanted to adopt them and all that. So her first question was, apart from that one, was how old are your piggies, which I've already answered. What is their diet? So their diet is basically, hold on, I'll have to get some of the stuff that I actually feed them. So the main diet that I actually have in my room is the Burgess XL pellets, and these ones I've actually changed now is the nuggets with blackcurrant and orgando. Yeah, I think that is what it is. But yeah, that's what it looks like. These smell absolutely gorgeous, like, yeah. And the hay was the meadow hay that you can get from any pet store, but I actually found this one that was in my local pet store, and it was a big bag for, I think it was like $4.99 or something. Really, and it's a big hay bag. I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see that, but it is massive. And that's what it looks like. It's got a lovely, I know it's not really showing up on the camera, but it is really nice and they love it. And they have like these little things in them that the boys absolutely love. I don't know what you would call these, but it's like these little things that they love to gnaw on. The boys love that. So that's their main diet that they have like on them at all times. For fruit and veg, I just basically give them a variety, but they don't get it like every single day the same thing. They get romaine lettuce, they get carrots, they get what they're called, green peppers, cucumber, some other greens as well, but I can't remember what they were called. And they do get a variety of stuff, they just don't get it on every single day basis. At the end of the week they will get like a bowl full of all the different veg that I have, just to use everything up at the end of the week. They get all kinds of stuff. If anyone has any suggestions of other foods that I could possibly feed them and it's not like dangerous for them, leave it as a suggestion below. I'm always happy to treat them on new things. They're not very fussy boys, to be honest. They do enjoy everything. They're willing to try everything. Last question was, and how much do you adore their weeking? I love it. It's really funny because obviously I said that in my last previous video that I've been working a lot. I'm out from 12 o'clock till about 6 o'clock. So every morning they week to wake me up to get their nuggets, because they get that every morning. And yeah, every time I'm filling the hay they will week at me. They do a lot of popcorn as well when I'm feeding their hay. And every time I come in from work and they hear the door, they know strictly it's me because they start weeking, and I can actually hear them all the way downstairs. I actually did a vlog not long ago, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, that I did of a come to work with me. I don't know if any of you have saw that. I don't know how many of you are actually following me on my vlog channel, but if you want to go and see that video, the guinea pigs are in it and a lot of the time they're weeking in it. So I'll leave it linked in this area here of the video that you can just go and click on. But if you're on mobiles, I'll leave a clickable link in the down bar for you as well. I love their weekend. They're just so adorable. I don't really know what else you would want to hear about them. If you have any other questions that you may want to ask me, just leave them down below and I'll do like a follow-up question answer video if I get enough questions. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I shall speak to you all again very shortly. Bye everyone.